Hey there, so in this week's video, I want to talk about the difference between using a lavalier microphone versus a plug-in direct microphone like the EIM-001, which is what you're listening to right now, in fact. So I'm also going to connect the EIM-001 using our ESL-006 lavalier cable. I'm going to plug this in here as well to let you hear the difference. If you've never visited our channel before, Edutige makes small, powerful microphones for iOS devices, Android devices, GoPros, DSLRs, and mirrorless cameras. Make sure you like and subscribe and hit the bell notification icon so you don't miss out on any future videos. Okay, so right now you've been listening to the EIM-001 plugged in directly. I'm using the Filmic Pro app as well because this lets me control the audio levels. This is really important, especially when you plug in a lavalier microphone and the microphone itself is quite sensitive like the EIM-001 is. Right now I am approximately, I would say, arm's length away, so maybe like 2 feet maybe approximately from the microphone. There is a bit of ambient noise, as you can probably hear from the airplanes and the seagulls and whatever else is going on around here. But this is why maybe having a lavalier microphone may be slightly at a disadvantage because of the other noises that are going on around you. Whereas with the lavalier, which you'll hear in a second, there is going to be quite a bit of a difference there. Of course, the convenience factor of having a microphone like the EIM-001 that you can plug in directly into your device is obviously really huge because you don't have to think about having cables and stuff like that. You can move around a lot easier, you can set up quickly, things like that. However, once you start leaving this sort of proximity with the microphone, you're going to start running into issues. So as an example, as I start walking further back, I'm gonna make sure I don't trip over myself here. I'll just spin this around so you can actually see me, and I'll keep the focus here. So let's just see here. All right, just move this over here so I don't. There we go. Okay. So as I get further away from the microphone, so now I'm probably less than 4 feet away, but huge difference in the audio quality. You're not going to be able to hear me as well anymore because I'm just so far away. So this is the big disadvantage with using a microphone that plugs directly into your device. You need to make sure that you are about this far away. From about this distance, about arm's length away, I think you're pretty good. The closer you can get, so let's say for example I want to shoot a video where I'm going to be this close to the microphone. So now I am within about a foot of the microphone. This is going to be the probably best place because the closer you are, definitely the better it's going to pick up your voice and not so much of the other stuff around you. So consider that when you're trying to choose between a lavalier and one that plugs in. And for comparison's sake, this is the audio directly from the iPhone without anything plugged in. It's the iPhone's built-in microphone. I am at the same distance. I can reach out, touch where the mic originally was. This is the audio. So now when I get up really close though, now again, this is that sort of 1 foot distance. This is what it's going to sound like at about a foot away from the camera, from the microphone. This is the audio you're going to get from the built-in microphones, just so you know what it's going to sound like if you are not using a microphone. Okay, enough talking about the one that plugs in. Let's go to the lavalier one now. Alright, so now you're listening to the EIM-001 and it's plugged in directly into my iPhone. Now, this is going to sound a lot louder right away because I haven't actually adjusted the levels, and I'm not speaking any louder than I was before, but I'm sure you can hear a clear difference between this and when I just had this guy, the EIM-001, plugged in directly. This is the same microphone, it's the same EIM-001, but I'm just using it as a lavalier microphone. So you can probably just see it, it's right there. So I'm going to use the Filmic Pro apps audio adjustment here and actually lower the gain a little bit because I think it's a little bit too hot right now. So that's the other great thing about this app is that you can actually lower the volume so that the input volume is not so high. Okay. All right, so that is probably a little bit better. I'm not clipping probably. I can speak at a normal voice again and not have to worry about the audio being just, blown out and distorted because the microphone is quite sensitive and the audio levels are set too high. All right, so an advantage, again, of this setup, if you get a longer cable, you can obviously move back further. So if I were to go like this again, I can get to about here. I can still get the cable probably about there. Okay, so this is almost the same distance that I was before, but this is the difference. Just think about what it was like earlier when I was using the microphone connected directly into the camera. So now I'm probably less than 4 feet away, but huge difference in the audio quality.
Huge difference, right? With this, I can be further away, I can be over here, I can be over there. I don't have to be directly in front of the microphone in order to get good audio. So this is the huge advantage when you are using a lavalier mic. Of course, the disadvantage again is going to be that you have to be connected. You can't move around as easily. You're going to see the microphone in the shot. Some people don't like that, but the trade-off is that the audio quality may be better for your purposes. This is ideal when you are in a pretty loud place and you want to isolate your voice better. Having a lavalier microphone will definitely be an advantage in those situations. When you're just running and gunning and being out and about doing vlogs and stuff like that, just plugging it in is probably a good idea. So my recommendation is to not only have just the microphone like this, but if your budget allows, get the cable as well, so you have the option of doing both so that you're covered for whatever situation you're in. Okay, so that is enough about the differences between using a microphone that you plug directly into your device and having a lavalier microphone. Let me know if you have any questions whatsoever, and thank you so much for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.